Mr. Transformers 96 here, in the video, and we're going to talk about a newly shown Hot Toys figure. This time it is from Thor Ragnarok Loki. So it's quite exciting to see this figure. The Thor Ragnarok line seemed to be, just about over, considering we haven't seen a new figure from the film in months, like a lot of months actually. So it was kind of interesting and a bit surprising to get all of a sudden get Loki out of the blue. And not to mention, we have seen Loki before. He was on display at several events, including San Diego Comic-Con. However, it was in his, the Grandmaster's kind of company type of costume where he was in the blue and yellow color scheme. So it looks like they've kind of scrapped that and went with the black and green, which I'm much happier with personally. I think that the black and green is obviously, it more screams Loki, of course, and that other costume, albeit it was fun, but it was really just for a scene in the movie, so or for a small section of it. So I think that this more classic look definitely defines Loki a bit better, and just looks a bit better in general. So it is quite nice that they did do him in the black and green color scheme. As far as the costume's concerned, I actually like it a lot. There's a lot of detail in that, but it's all very flat detail. There's not anything like too extravagant. However, there's a lot going on, so that is quite nice. As far as the head sculpt I have mixed feelings about. From some angles it looks pretty good, some angles it looks pretty bad. I wouldn't call it an improvement over their last one, because it's certainly different, but it didn't really improve it in my opinion. It's more of just like, it's still off, but it's still pretty good, basically. So I think that the jawline, or possibly the nose, like those two areas, are where I think that there might be some issues, because it looks a bit odd from some angles, and he looks really old too, especially close up. He looks very old, so it's interesting. I don't quite know how I feel about it. It's definitely not spot on, and it's definitely not terrible though. Yeah, so it's kind of in that in between section. Like that angle and that distance looks pretty good, but the rest look a little odd. Certainly with the helmet on though, he does look better. However, he still looks off with the helmet on, so it's definitely not just the cheekbones, because the helmet covers that. So it's definitely something as far as the facial structure itself, nose, eyes, and mouths, as far as that's concerned. But overall it's decent. The hair looks pretty good, and then he does come with some interesting accessories. As you can see, you do get the helmet, obviously, which can be put on. He comes with Surtur's kind of a helmet, or a crown, I guess is what they're calling it, which he obviously brings him to life at the end there to cause Ragnarok. Then we have the cosmic cube, and I don't know if it's actually going to come with that little pedestal or not, or if you're just going to get the cube, but it is kind of neat. I would assume that's the same one that came with the Red Skull, although it looks very cool. The one that came with Red Skull is really great. It's very translucent. It leaves fingerprints on it though, so definitely don't touch it straight on, but it looks excellent, and with some light on it, it looks wonderful. It comes with 2 daggers, a base that has the kind of Loki color scheme on it, and then a set of hands, set of fists, set of hands for holding the daggers, set of just kind of open, maybe attack hands, and then one right hand for holding the cosmic cube, or the Tesseract in the films. So overall, it's a solid looking figure. As far as his price, he's $243, which is very expensive. This figure should definitely be about $220. So it's for sure that Hot Toys has raised the prices as a whole on all of their figures, not just the Infinity War ones or anything like that, because as of the start of the Infinity War line, all their prices have seemed to jump a solid $25 basically. So it's kind of ridiculous, and at this point I'm very much losing interest in Hot Toys, to be quite honest. They're not worth the price anymore, especially since I have so many of them that as they come in, they're less and less special, and then the prices just keep going up. So for me personally, I'm definitely not going to get this Loki, but I wouldn't have gotten this one even if it was reasonably priced, because I have the Loki from the Avengers movie, and in my opinion, that's by far the best Loki that's ever been released. I think it's his coolest costume. It's from the film that he had the biggest part in, and it's the most iconic version of Loki, and it's certainly my favorite. So I definitely wouldn't get this regardless. However, just in general, I'm losing interest in Hot Toys, and at the moment, I at the moment only have one Hot Toys figure on pre-order, and that hasn't been the case since 2012 when I first started collecting Hot Toys. But I legit only have one Hot Toy on pre-order, that's Hela, and I do only have one that I plan to put on pre-order, which is Killmonger, and then I'm considering Groot. So at the moment, at most, I'd have 3 Hot Toys on pre-order if I pre-ordered the other 2 right now. So at the moment, I'm definitely gonna be cutting back on Hot Toys severely, because I've already started, and yeah, hopefully they can start producing figures that either match their new price tag or put them back down to what they should be price-wise. So they're definitely losing business from me. So there you go, that's my thoughts on this Hot Toys Thor Ragnarok Loki figure. Let me know what you guys think of it, and let me know what you guys think of Hot Toys' new pricing, and thanks so much for watching.